Jamie, Andy, welcome to the película. It's an honor to have you with us today and to talk about Halloween Kills. Congrats with the movie, by the way.
It's really nice to be here with you, Joanna.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here?
It's Halloween. We've been trick-or-treating.
Are you alone?
There's a creepy man in a white mask.
Where?
And he keeps, trying to play hide and seek with us.
Where did you see him? Look! Run! Go home now!
I'm excited to talk to you, Jamie. Let me start by saying that what we see on these movies is like the reflection of the times we are living. On 2018, the story was focused on Laurie's trauma, how it affected her whole life, her whole family, and we got to see her standing up and fighting. Now it's 2021, and we are exposed to Haddonfield's trauma. We get to see this collective feeling of anger. What are your thoughts on this happening on a horror movie? And let's also talk about Anthony Michael Hall, of course, as he instigates this mob mentality.
Well, I think what you hit on is simply exactly the prescience of David Gordon Green and Danny McBride, which is that they wrote a movie about female trauma before the women's movement, before Me Too. And now we have a movie written two and a half years ago, maybe 3 years ago, written about the town of Haddonfield's trauma and led by a man who suffered a terrible trauma under the lash of Michael Myers when he was a child. And once again, the movie premeditated what happened globally with the uprisings. People are angry. People are saying that the system is broken. And of course, here in the United States, the Capitol riot. By the way, whatever side you're on with that, people are angry. And they made a movie about this way before it happening. So they have some intuition, some prescience that is very powerful with them. And I believe you'll feel the same way about the third movie.
Unlock the door! No! Come on!
Andy, now that Allison has experienced her grandma's trauma and that she has lost a lot too, instead of being scared, she's determined to go and fight. Can you tell us about how her story, motivations, and arc have evolved in this sequel?
What's so much fun is that we were granted the gift of starting this movie in the exact same place that we left off the 2018 movie, in the back of the truck. And so that growth, there's nothing that happens in between. So you're witnessing basically just her reaction to what happened in the 2018 movie, to losing her father, to finding out all of her friends are gone. And it's interesting because you're watching her in a very short window go through this kind of range of emotions. And there's a lot of conversations with David about how to honor kind of the reality of what that would be, about finding out your father is gone, about finding out your friends are also gone, and how to honor that and ground it in a world where it makes sense. And also for her to just take after Laurie's shoes, or to try to fill her shoes, which is to pick up kind of and fight when her grandmother cannot.
We killed Michael.
My grandmother set the fire.
No one told you.
Told me what?
Michael Myers is alive.
Were you expecting to deliver a horror film that reflected in such a truthful way the times we're living?
No, but I think there's a lot of curiosity I have as to where art affects culture and culture affects art, and the realities there can get pretty interesting. We filmed this movie 2 years ago and then find it more relevant today than when we were actually telling the story initially.
You want to kill someone? Take me! Michael!
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes.